Hello and welcome to Cara. Today we have a quick 10-minute Pilates workout. You don't need any props for this. However, I do have some ankle weights, so I'm just going to go ahead and use those. So, when you're ready, join me on your mat. We're going to start in a 4-point kneeling position. So, your knees are beneath your hips, your hands are under your shoulders. Push away from the ground, spread your fingertips. Begin to find a neutral position with your spine. So you're just gently drawing your belly in, containing your lower rib cage. And there's a small arch in your lower back, so just a natural spine. From there, you're going to take an inhale to prepare. Begin to distribute the weight evenly between the left hand and the right knee, because you're going to take the right hand forward, left hand back. Extend the limbs out long, point through those left toes, reach through the right fingertips. Take an inhale. As you exhale, tap the toes and the fingers down where they are. Keep them lengthened. Inhale to lift. Exhale to tap. We have 8. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your core on here as you lift the limbs and lower. Try not to sway too much through the rest of your body. And continue to retract your belly up and away from the floor. We go for 3, for 2, and for 1. Up and hold. Keep that holding. Push into the left hand. Lift up and out of left armpit. And with your next exhale, release the hand, release the knee. Other side. Extend the right leg back and the left arm forward. Look down here and find your gaze. Pull the lower belly in, contain your rib cage. Inhale to tap the fingers and the toes down. Exhale to lift. Inhale to tap. Exhale to lift. Keep going. 7 more. Try not to arch into your lower back, especially as you lift that back leg. Instead, feel the activation of the glute. We go for 3, for 2, and for 1. Lift and hold. Hold here, distributing the weight between the right hand and the left knee. Reach it long, and then set the hand and the knee down. Well done. From there, go ahead, tuck your toes under. Keep your hands under your shoulders, spread your fingertips. And then you're going to take an exhale, lift and hover your knees an inch off the floor and hold. Press down into your hands here. If you have sensitive wrists, the first thing I'll say is grip the mat with your fingertips. Alternatively, come onto the fists or take breaks. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, scoop out your belly, 2, and 1. Set the knees down, shift back, child's pose. Just 1 breath in and out. Come back up, same position. This time we're going to go for knee taps. So tuck your toes under. With your exhale breath, scoop out your belly, lift your knees off the floor, and then you're going to inhale, tap them down, exhale, lift. Inhale, tap, exhale, lift. We go for 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really nice. Set the knees down, child's pose, just to take some weight off of the wrists. Okay, next one we're going to do plank walks or plank prep. For this one, if it's too much on your wrists, you can come down onto the forearms and just find a plank hold on your forearms, and you can absolutely keep the knees down. If you're coming with me, tuck toes under, lift knees an inch off the floor, hover them, then step the right foot back, then the left foot back. Bring the right knee under the hip again, keep it hovering, and the left. We're going to go for 3 more of these. Step back and back, bring it in, bring it in. Step, step, bring it in, bring it in. Last 2. And 1. Set the knees down, child's pose. Take some weight off of the wrists. I don't know about you, but I am feeling warm already. Okay, you're going to come back up. Give the wrist a little bit of a shake. And now we're going to work through the legs. So, hands on the mat underneath you. Spread through the fingertips. Again, if it's a lot on the wrist, just come onto the fists instead. You're going to go ahead and extend that left leg back. Nice. From there we go for leg lifts. Toes are touching down. Exhale, small movement, squeeze the glute, lift the leg. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Keep working through here. Try not to arch into your lower back as you lift. Again, just think about squeezing through that glute. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it lifted. You're going to bend the knee, bring it underneath the hip. Don't let the knee touch the floor. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, bend. Keep the toes pointed. Exhale, back. Inhale, bend. Exhale, back. 6 more. Keep your belly on, your rib cage contained. Press down into the hands or the fists. Last 3, 2, and 1. We're going to keep it lifted here, little pulses. Pulse that leg up an inch and down an inch for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it lifted. Come down onto your forearms. We'll all come down there. You're going to bend at the knee, bring the heel towards the bum, and then extend the leg. Little hamstring curls. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. Very nice. Belly's pulling up and away from the floor. Keep working through here, just 6 more. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the leg bent or the knee bent. Flex the foot as if you're stamping your foot on the ceiling, and the little donkey kicks here. Lift up and up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep it lifted. We go for little rainbows. Tuck that left knee behind the right towards the floor, and then lift it back up. Tuck it and lift. Tuck and lift. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring both knees down, sit back, child's pose, have a rest. We're going to come up and do all of that on the other side. It's amazing what you can do in such a short amount of time. Okay, let's go. So coming back up into all fours, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Send that right leg back now. Nice and long, tap the toes down towards the floor. We have our lift and lowers. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Keep this really controlled here. Keep going. So you don't want to arch the lower back and dump into the belly or the back. Instead, really focus on the squeezing, or the activation rather, of your right glute. We go for 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it lifted, bend and extend. Bend the right knee under the right hip, try not to let it touch the ground. Exhale, lengthen that leg back, point the toes. Bend on the inhale, extend on the exhale. Keep working through. Making sure that your spine stays nice and long here. You're maybe looking down at the mat in front of your fingers. neck is long, lower rib cage are contained. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend it back, keep it lifted, little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it lifted, come down onto the forearms. This is quite nice. Woo. Come off the wrists, bend the knee, bring the heel towards the bum, and extend the leg. Hamstring curl. Bend and extend. Belly stays on. Follow your breath. Well done for making your way onto your mat, even though you don't have much time. Any movement is better than no movement, so well done. We go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to keep that leg bent now. Stamp your foot towards the ceiling, lift the leg up an inch and down an inch. Little donkey kicks here for 10, 9, 8. Feel the squeeze of your underbum. 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep it lifted. We're going to go for that little rainbow. It's kind of a half rainbow. Tuck the right knee outside of the left leg towards the floor and then lift it back up. Tuck it down and then lift. So it's not a full one here. We're not going to bring the knee all the way out to the other side. It's almost just halfway. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift it high, then drop the knee down nice and low. Sit back, child's pose. Take a rest and a breather. Okay, last little bit, we'll fire up through the back body. Help us prepare for our day. Get all the muscles nice and awake. So come down onto your belly. And then from there, hands are going to come into cactus, or arms are going to come into cactus rather, so that goal post shape. Begin to drop your chin towards your chest so that your forehead is down towards the mat. I'm just going to keep it lifted for the sake of the microphone. And then from there, you're going to exhale, squeeze through the glutes. It's a gentle squeeze. Press through the pubic bone, lift your belly away from the floor, and then exhale, lift the limbs. So lift the legs, thighs, and the arms and chest. Inhale, tap everything down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Keep going here. By pressing the pubic bone down, you avoid crunching into the lower back. You keep space here in the sacrum. Very good. Doesn't need to be a huge movement to feel this. Last 5, 4, 3. Pull your belly away from the ground. 2. You're going to lift up and hold. Hold it here. Take your arms forward. Reach forward, then pull your elbows back towards your rib cage. This is our last exercise. Stay lifted. Inhale forward. Exhale, pull them back. Resist the air. Inhale forward. Exhale, pull. Last 5, 4, 3. Neck is long. It's hard to do this and talk. 2. And 1. Very nice. Come all the way down. Let your hands rest alongside your body. Let one temple come onto the ground. Breathe in and out. And stay on the floor. Switch the temple. Bring your head back up, take your hands alongside your rib cage, press back into a child's pose to finish. Breathe a little bit of space down into your lower back here. Fill up the back of your rib cage, the back of your heart. If you have a couple of spare minutes, I advise staying here just to let everything cool back down, your heart rate to settle. Otherwise, if you have to get going, then just making your way up and finishing off there. Thank you for joining me. Have a lovely day.